So, obviously today we've got a rare Friday stream. I guess today's Friday because I'm supposed to be out of town tomorrow morning. So we're gonna go through all our right clicks from last week, and this one I thought this was really nice. I think it's a lot of car for the money. Maybe I'm missing something on that one. 94 Fleetwood. These tend to be slow movers. Still for sale. He's asking, his price is kind of up there. Got an old OBS, it's kind of broken. Another classic Mercedes. This was a high mileage town car. I thought it was still pretty nice despite the high mileage. Apparently that's still there. This is good. Price is a little bit high, it's still there. SC400 not running. 2015 Yukon. Cheap? I mean, hell, this is cheap too. This would be a great pour flex for somebody. And a Brome. I really like this Brome right here. I really, really like this Brome. And the guy's name is Colt. You only buy Bromes from guys named after guns. That's what I say. Look at that deep, deep window tint. There's some motherfucking mischief going on in this thing. I'm concerned about the Minnesota Collector. I'm concerned about the Minnesota Collector. Oh man, this is my favorite GMC Yukon that died on Craigslist. It's gone now. And then this was my second favorite, my GMC Suburban, Chevy Suburban, with 3850 more. This is a really nice vehicle. I think this is a very nice vehicle. But I think that other one had under 100,000 on it, or under 200,000 on it. Which for a Chevy, big Suburban, 10 grand for Crown Vic. Tell me about this. City of Rome, Georgia. Cash when you come pick it up. Has a new battery, no issues with engine. That cannot be a real. You cannot possibly mean 10 grand on this. Did you throw an extra zero in there? Were you just trying to put like a placeholder number? I don't know about that. GMC Sierra, these are good. I always like these. I've seen that before. In fact, 2011 CRV. This is like the one my stepniece got. I think hers at 89,000. I think we paid we paid more than that. But it was in a little bit better shape. But it was at a dealership. What are these fucking dealerships? It's like they advertise it for 10 grand. And then you sit down and by the end it's 1250 or 12.5, I mean. F350 in Ellenwood, Gas Moto. Are we back to last week? Is that what's happening here? I feel like the Craigslist is kind of broken right now. There we go. Restart. F250 XLT truck. Is this gasoline? It's gasoline. 10 cylinders. Got 244 on it. It's kind of a lot of money. I don't know if those are any good. My experience with Fords is just, honestly, to stay away from them. This is cheap. Buckhead, Georgia. Now, you gotta remember with Georgia, there's two Buckhead, Georgias. There's Buckhead and then there's Buckhead, Georgia. They are two different things. They are just about opposites. Buckhead in Georgia and Buckhead, Georgia. They are not the same. This out here, right here, is Buckhead, Georgia. And then you come to Atlanta. And then you come to the center of Atlanta, the city center, and you head just a little bit north to the richest part of the city. That's Buckhead. I shouldn't say that. That's not really the richest part of the city. It is rich, but it's kind of a fake rich nouveau riche. It's not really the richest part of Atlanta. 4.3 two-wheel drive, but it's not the same as Buckhead, Georgia. Clean Southern truck, no rust. It's got 260 on it. 4.3 locked up, going down the road. And people always like to yak about how these are so great. Ready to pull minus trans, bolts, and mounts. Great for an LS swap or a 350. Front end needs ball joints before drivable. 1350 cash only will deliver 35 miles for an extra 100. So it needs an engine. So it's got 260 on it and it needs an engine. Those 4.3s, how did you lock up a 4.3? And it locked up going down the road? That's scary. How do I know the tranny's not shot? Cadillac XTS sedan, Roswell. 2011 Tacoma. Oh, 63 Ford Galaxy. Restoration started! Engine rebuild, new bucket seats, new carpet, new tires, never any rust. So what is the status of the restoration? Is this the status? Am I looking at it? Last on the road, 1972. Yep, they don't build them like they used to back when they lasted 9 fucking years. Truck for sale. We got a red 3rd gen. We got a black T100 posted 13 hours ago. 206 on it. In T100 language, that's 06. It's 4-wheel drive. Are you kidding me? It's 4-wheel drive automatic. One owner since... That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Not in Lawrenceville. Not in Lawrenceville. Nothing in Lawrenceville had one owner since new. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry to report the news. Look at those handicap shitter rails on it. I've never seen a Tacoma with that. It's very American truck. We got rust on the bed. Oh, this is the parent truck. This is the parent truck. This is the one that I got angry that I missed out on a couple weeks ago. I remember this one. It was up here in Gwinnett County, and the guy said it was $2,750. And I like yapped about, oh, I should go buy that. Oh, I should totally go buy that. I'm going to go buy that today. And I didn't fucking do it. Didn't put my money where my mouth was. And then the next day I hit the refresh button and it was sold. Yeah, that's this one. This shitbag. This guy's trying to flip this thing. This guy's trying to flip this thing. What a fucking shitbag. One owner since new. Yeah, except you. Who's buying. Then, and here's his 3rd gen. He's a fucking dirty flipper. The guy was asking $2,750 for that. This guy just bought it, added absolutely no value, and is putting it up for an extra $2,000. Like, that's not cool with me. I really don't agree with that. I'm all for flips. If you can add some value, if you can buy something, fix up a little bit, do something with it, even even if you give it a good wash. If you buy a car and give it at this point, in my time on Craigslist, if you buy it and give it a good wash and put it back up for $2,000, I'm like, hell, you know, there's worse guys out there. What's this about? $8,900. It's the same flipper. I really don't want to interact with this guy or think about him. It's 74 Ford Ranger XLT, just pulled out from under the barn shed where it's been for 25 years, not running, obviously. Well, I didn't know that. Bed rusted out, butt cab, doors, fenders. I mean, it's smoking. Why is it smoking if it's not running? Or is that just your environment is smoking? You just live out where there's just smoke. There's just general smoke out here. Seat is worn on driver's side. Dashboard and instrument panel looks in good shape. Just under 109 on it. Were put on the truck when I was driven. I have the title. I like this. How much is this and where is it? It's like basically no money. It's out in Winder. Not running, obviously. Cool. I mean, you don't know that. That could run. I like it. I mean, I really do like it. Oh, wow. This is a manual? That's in good shape. It's got 224 on it. Well maintained, service record, everything works. Hard top with cover and stand. 6200 in Pine Mountain. 6200 in Pine Mountain. Look at that. That is identical to my uncle's. It's kind of almost in better shape. It's identical to my uncle's, except it's got the manual. So it's identical to his old one. We're going to right-click this. We're going to right-click this. AMC Spirit. I know nothing about these. I know absolutely nothing about these. Looks cheap. I mean. New front end parts. Bill of sale only. We'll need a new battery. $189. I know absolutely nothing about this. Toyota Corolla. Mercedes-Benz 320. What is a 320S? Is this a big car? The 320 SEL? 6-cylinder. Front-wheel drive, of course. 101 on it. Drives smooth. The condition is flawless. Car have been taken care of since I've owned the car. Yeah, all 3 days by my buddy who happens to be a mechanic and the owner of a shop. I trust him as a mechanic because he has a Mercedes and BMW specialist for many years. Tech found transmission leaking. I had to replace new and full synthetic oil service performed. In other words, the car is in good shape. I am willing to accept reasonable offers and not willing to give it away for pennies. My motivation to sell this car is for the money in to give it to a charity in my home country of Ethiopia. The right buyer can get the car on the road in no time. Wait a minute. Are you telling me that it doesn't work? The right buyer can get it on the road in no time? What are you telling me that it's not on the road? Because you never told me it didn't run. Runs and drives extremely well. Oh, what the fuck? I'm not sure about this. And it doesn't even have a price on it. Yeah. Selling to give the money to charity. Always just a red flag of trust levels. This is a minivan that's been a great family car. It's been taken care of for many years. The van will need a rack and pinion repair. That's fake news. Rack and pinions aren't real. New tires, and it will be fully functional. Additionally, you can buy the van for parts. Looks like it's got tires on it to me. Yep, them are tires. Please note the 3 door handles need to be replaced. What? Also, not all seatbelts are functioning. Yeah. And please buy it for $1,500. That's beautiful for $1,500. These were great. 283. I mean, let's be honest. This thing's kind of best case. But these are great Siennas. These are some of the greatest minivans of all time, truly. I remember one time, this was not that long ago. We were all sitting around my parents' kitchen. It was my mom's family, everybody was there. And we were talking about cars, and my one uncle, who they had one of these brand new back in the day. My uncle who had this van, or actually my aunt had it, but, you know, my uncle drove it a lot too. But anyways, we were talking, and the subject of favorite car came up. And I figured before this even came up, that was an unusually nice vehicle for that family. I figured that the Sienna was going to be his favorite car. And he just started rattling off everything he loved about it. He was like, it always started up, it always ran good, it was comfortable, it always looked good. And when you throw in the it always looked good in there, felt like I learned a lot about him that day. This is a 2002 Ford F-150 extra cab, 4-wheel drive, automatic, cold air, great tires, very good brakes, and engine runs great, trans works great, real tight suspension, no rattles. We're in LaGrange. This is clean. I never was really a fan of these, and it's got high mileage. I guess a Ford person could like that. This is apparently one owner. Yes, one owner backed into a tiny concrete pad in a shitbox district. Clearly been sitting under trees forever. No paint left. Hubcaps missing. Coated in mildew. In a driveway with 15 cars. In a cul-de-sac with 15 cars. Full of driveways with 15 cars. With cars with license plates that are plastic and say test drive on them. Yes, that's your one owner cherry on a spare fucking tire. A yellow one at that. That's your one owner cherry, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I bought this car with, what kind of food do we have sitting in the back? With, yeah, sure, random TV dinners stuffed in the back seat. This, ladies and gentlemen, one owner cream puff. He bought it brand new. He bought it brand new. Nice, one owner, just need transmissions, plural. Case runs great. Nice interior, cheap price vehicle. Want last 2 days on here. 500, oh, $500. Oh, what the hell. You know, you can only give somebody so hard of a time when they're asking $500 for a whole ass car. Toyota Tundra 4x4. 145 on a Corolla. LS 430 for $2,800. Does have a lot of miles, 328. Where is this? Alpharetta! 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 Yup. 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 We're going to right click that one. LS 430. Miles are only a number. Somebody told me one time that somebody told him one time that if you're ever shopping for LS 430s, don't just ignore the odometer. Ignore that number. You might as well put electrical tape over it. It doesn't mean anything. Now, let's be honest. You have to have some upholstery work done to really get the LS experience out of this thing. Center console, front seat. But still, for what is this? $2,800? And that is a lot of dang miles. Needs a little TLC engine, transmission strong. Yeah, I mean, it's a shit box, and it doesn't have a license plate, but stop it still. Still. We've got a Blue Mint Chevrolet Impala. Calling for it's gone, no issue. fastest way for me to find my way to the back button. Tell me there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. What is up with this? 28,000 for this. It's got 147 on it. I really liked my... Where's my other Suburban that I had found? 2015 Yukon Slut. A Slut's supposed to be a nice one too, isn't it? Yes, has clean title, no accidents. This is 55,000 miles. So this almost got to be a scam. This is a lot of vehicle for the money. This is a lot of vehicle for the money. I've heard that these are unreliable, and I wish I understood that because I don't really follow new cars like I did, you know, in my day. So I don't really know anything about them, to be honest. It's Toyota Supra. It doesn't need much to get. Yeah. Lexus ES 350. We got some wreckage. Does he have all the parts for it? He has some of the parts. Light front end damage. I have all parts to complete. This might be a fun project. Are the parts painted? Does he have all the parts to complete or some parts to complete? Because you're going to need fenders and a hood, definitely. How much is going to need to be pulled? You know what? You know what? 70,000? Oh, the airbags went off? Yeah, that's going to be more work. Toyota Camry XLE, Dodge Avenger, $1,300. Toyota Matrix, Nissan Sentra, Nissan Leaf, 2 cars, 1 deal. Focus needs a fuel pump installed. The pump comes with it. The Civic is half rebuilt. Yep, so is the Cressida in my garage, and it is still a complete fucking shitbox. Good luck with that. GXE, no title. Can be used for parts or A to B car for local use. Oh yeah. You don't really need a title just to drive around town, right guys? Oh shit, $1,500. Please read the whole description. This one's gonna have some issues. Mechanic special. Yes, it runs and drives, but needs some work. It has a digital dash. I don't care if you tell me the head gasket. I don't care if you tell me the head gasket blew into the fucking transmission. If it has that digital dash with that blue glow, I'm listening. AC blows cold, heater works too, power seats work, brand new tires, battery 1 year old, 10 windows, clean Georgia style hand. Cons, none of the windows and side mirrors work, unfortunately, that's nothing. That's actually a really bitchy repair to do. Rear view mirror needs to be glued back, that's nothing. Driver's seat is worn, that's nothing. Dashboard's cracked, lens marker side, oh dude, I was expecting way worse than that. PayPal, Venmo? Oh, no Cash App, no Venmo, no PayPal. Well man, what if it's Sunday and I don't have $1,500 in my wallet? This is a steal right here. I'm going to tell you that right now. This was posted a day ago in Stockbridge. That right there, that is the deal of the century. That's not a mechanic special. A few window motors and a rear view mirror? Hell. Give me a break. That's nothing. That's a right click. But first I gotta go to the bathroom. Alright, so we found the town car signature, which is a right click that we're going to keep an eye on. Got a low mileage Sebring convertible. Ultra low mileage. Michelin tires. Replace the convertible top and hydraulics. (1966) Ford Fairlane. SC 430 getting rarer. XJ for cheap. 185 has some rust under it. Not bad overall. That's surprisingly cheap for an XJ. Wonder how much rust we're talking about. It's not even high mileage. And it's in Roswell. This is some kind of industrial lot. And it's got the flipper saran wraps in the carpeting. If it's got flipper saran wraps in the carpeting, you know it's not some kind of secret good deal. That's got to be some kind of a shit box. Needs a little work on the hydraulics. Well, now I know that it has hydraulics. Sold 2007 Chevy 7 Tahoe. 2002 Chevy Tahoe, Riverdale, $300K, too much money. Damaged Ford Fiesta hatchback. No, I will not take your ridiculous lowball offer. East Cobb, near Marietta, near Roswell. Oh, he is really near me, isn't he? Yes, yes, he is very near me. So, was sideswiped by an 18-wheeler. It's got 115 on it. Drive it anywhere. I drive it often. So, my ad alone is worth $1,000 compared to the awful ads on here. I'm not, quote, flipping, unquote, this car. Yeah, no, it's not, though. It's not, though, because I've stated on the record, a good ad is not a wall of text. A good ad is not a wall of text. This, like I said, people write entire essays. And they think they're adding value. Rarely do they literally say, my ad itself is worth $1,000. But if he thinks his dumb wall of text that has no value is worth $1,000, imagine what he thinks of his car. 2013 Scion FRS will require an engine rebuild. Motor cranks fine. Audible low and rod knock. Currently is garaged. There is a large door ding. Is that, how much do you want for that? $8,600. I don't know if that's worth that with a rod knock. Because the thing is, you can get them cheap without a rod knock. This service engine soon light, what's about that? New tires, alternator belts, power steering, head cover gaskets. Head cover gaskets? Wait, what? Valve cover gaskets, spark plugs, basically everything. Sure. I have lots of money in this car because it belonged to my father. He put $400 into the headlights alone. That's not smart. I have receipts for all the repairs. $2,300, Lawrenceville. Oh yeah, get up all the way on the curb there. You know, it looks in good shape. He's not even going to tell me that the check engine light is on. I'm assuming that's probably why he threw all those parts at it. Basically everything, yes, and the check engine light is still on. Yeah, because it's a Ford, and you have no idea what's wrong with it, and you or whoever's fixing it is just throwing parts at it, having no idea how to fix a car. And it's not getting anybody anywhere. And then you're going to yell at me about how it's worth so much money because I threw all this stuff at it that didn't actually fix anything. It's like, yes, good for you. So I'm very sorry for your loss. 1989 Lincoln Town Car. This was the one that was owned by Miss Nell. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know how many times I've seen him try to sell this car. But he always references Miss Nell from Gastonia. I had a friend from Gastonia at one point. Well, we're still friends. We just don't live in the same place anymore. Car has been there since new. This old Lincoln has been kept in the garage. Lincoln dealership. Miss Nell is now 90 and her husband passed away and it's time to move on. And we don't have a price and we're not going to tell you how much it is. It's rare to find. I drove it 3 hours to Pennsylvania. So is this in Commerce, Georgia, or is it still in Gastonia? I don't know. I don't know. Digital dash or analog meters? Oh, we got the analog gauges. That's in good shape. Miss Nell took care of this thing. Yeah, but we got the analog meters. And we also got a Landau top. I don't think I'm right-clicking that. Not without a price. Besides, that thing's been for sale for so long, it's hard to really believe that something's that great of a deal when it's been for sale for... God, I can't remember last time I saw it. The first time I saw that guy trying to sell a car. $5,000 for this, for a red Solo truck. 180 on it, which I guess is low mileage. These just don't make sense anymore. Manual. 15-passenger van. 85 Chevy in the Hamptons. Has a 350, was asking 45, but was in an accident. Needs front bumper and headlights. Let me see your accident. Because of accident, I'm asking $3,500. You do not have to have a title for an 85. We bought it without a title. I had no problems getting a tag. This is, I want to be his new roommate. I like the way he lives. Just real laid back. Is that the accident? So the bumper's kind of... That's not that bad of an accident. Handicapped. Rebel Drive. Well, what's his name again? We're going to go with Gary. I'm too lazy to hit the back button now. 2002 Grand Cherokee. Great work SUV. Great work SUV. What does that even mean? Yeah, missing half the dashboard. We're going to talk about that. Call Rick? No, Rick's not going to talk about that with me. Rick's really not going to say much of anything. Rick's a smart guy. Yeah, just fucking casually missing half of the dashboard. The half of the dashboard that winds up getting missing when they get stolen. 1995, F-150, 5.0 engine, runs great. New battery, new water pump, heavy duty shocks, working AC, working radio, 8-foot bed with bed rails. Transmission will not shift into third or fourth. This is a workhorse. Low miles. It's been an invaluable asset to his construction business. It's in Marietta. It's got low miles. It's got a 4.8. That's good. Rear-wheel drive. How much is this? $6,000? This truck has honest wear from honest work. I like the way he talks. No history of thefts. That means you'll be able to register with full coverage. Not that you should. Truck is titled in my name and I have the title in hand. Georgia, open title is illegal with up to 30 days jail time. Do not buy a vehicle with an open title. Dude, don't fucking ruin everybody else's good time. Shut the fuck up, dick. Why would you say that? Why would you come on here and say that? 2006 Civic. Mercury Sable Wagon GS. 5-seater but could make 6. Has 3 seats in the front row and 3 in the back. Large trunk space. This one, I guess, does not have the optional 3rd row because that wasn't a legit thing. What, does it? That kind of looks like that would pop up and have a 3rd row. Maybe I need this. $3,500 in Lilburn. Radio and all exterior lights work. AC works. Title in hand, 156. These are getting rarer to find in running condition because they had enough mechanical problems that they normally just did not stay on the road this long. That's a good Mercury right there. That is a good Mercury. Best Mercury I've seen all day. Oh, wow. Allow me to re-evaluate that ranking order. 2002 Grand Marquis GS, 263. Tan in color with tan cloth interior, power door locks and windows. Decent tires, CD player, only asking $2,500. Where'd you get this? Where'd you get this? What is this? Decatur? So first off, we're talking that kind of Decatur. Because Decatur means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. We're talking, and it's got 263 on it with Pep Boys hubcaps, one of which is missing. The paint's all one color. I'll say that for it. It's from Pugmire, so it's a local car, I guess, most of its life. Steering, it's kind of nasty inside, but it does have high mileage. It is nasty inside. It's gross. Somebody using way too much lotion. The handle's ripped off the door. That doesn't normally happen on these. And then, here's the thing is, under the hood is kind of... I can't tell if it's just the way the picture looks. At first, I kind of thought it might be rusty up under here, but I think it's just the way the picture's taken. I don't know about this. It's probably fine. It's for the price, I mean, because it's cheap. Ford E350 box truck. Mercedes GLA. Ford Super Crew 2006 Chrysler Pacifica. Kia Optima LX. Trailblazer SS Mechanic Special. It's going to need a transmission, isn't it? Not getting communication from the TCM for transmission, but will crank up reverse and go into first. Wiring problem or needs new TCM? No. No, it needs a transmission. It needs a whole ass transmission. Sunroof, Bose radio. I have seen some of the most creative yarns ever spun by mankind have been guys on Craigslist with blown transmissions trying to explain why their transmission's not blown It just needs this one little solenoid. It's $5. It's super easy, I promise. Just take this, please. Please. I can't do it myself for some reason. But if you buy this and take it from me, I promise it doesn't need a transmission. It just needs you to replace this one tiny piece. And then you'll be good. Oh shit, is that a window sticker? That's the only thing valuable about this fucking ad. Sorry, $27,900 for a 300ZX. These cars are fine. They're fine and nothing more. They're fine. They're fine. They're not V8s. You know, they're not... They're GT cars, right? Big, heavy, sporty-ish cars are a dime a dozen. With V6s, no less, even more so. You know, these cars, they're fine. They're fine. They're bitchy to work on. Their engine is in there really tight. The turbos are significantly worse. But regardless, the engine bays on these are really tight. They're not as desirable as a Supra, the sports car of sports cars. Yes, that's... Good try, guys. But then, now, I mean, first, this is not that special of a car. And now you're going to ask basically the sticker price for it? I mean, geez. This is interesting. The only option on here was the leather package. That's really, really interesting. I always like seeing a window sticker. 36 grand back in, when was this made? What year was this? Why does it not have the year on? 1993? Dude. 36 grand back in 1993. This had to have been a turbo, right? I can't even tell. It's got 29,000 miles on it. That's kind of museum piece quality. I mean, oh, and it's an automatic. I think most people would want a manual on one of these. Is that's got to be the turbo model, right? I can't really tell. I think it must be, right? I don't know. I should probably be able to tell. I can't. It's in great shape. Yeah, you know, whatever. It's interesting. Let's see. 76 Caprice. I don't know about those wheels. Small block 400. Mercury Sable Premiere. Rear backup sensors. Maintenance in last year consists of new brake things. Vehicle has a steering issue. Yeah, we've seen that before. We've seen it. So this is page... What page is this? This is the third page. We've been going for 35 minutes. I gotta head out of the house in 15 minutes. More like 10. Actually, more like 8. But I want to pretend I got more time. So we're going to keep going. 22 Chevrolet Corvette. We got Tacoma Tundra SR5 in Lilburn. Oh, yeah. I remember this one. That just needs a tune-up, guy. No. Not a tune-up. Not just a tune-up. 2004 Bonneville GXP. The fast one. Is the GXP... Was this... Did they put a small block in this? Did they put a small block in the GXP? It does say V8 on it. Yeah, Bonneville V8. Yeah, this is a GXP was a V8 at one point in time. I guess it was a 5.3. I assume. And $3,500. Been parked for 2 years. Still cranks up and goes. Yeah, ha. Nobody parks a good car for 2 years. Check engine light is on, and dash cluster isn't working. Oh, it's just due to 2 bad sensors and a fuse. That is the fucking shadiest, shystiest fake diagnosis of all time. Not the, you know you're a fucking shyster when you graduate from the might be a fuse to it's just a fuse. Yeah. I thought might be a fuse is bad. It is a fuse. That's fucking shysty. 1999 Chevy Tahoe, Ellenwood, OBS, box body. Fuel line needs to be flushed. What the fuck does that mean? That's not a thing. That's not a thing that exists. I am the original and only owner of the vehicle. Do I believe you? Yeah, you know, I could be tempted to believe you. I could. It's really original. I'm not going to say it's not worth $3,500, but number one, The fuel line needs to be... No, number one, no. That's fucking bullshit. Take that statement and just remove it from the ad. That's fucking bullshit. That's horseshit. Don't say that. Number two, what symptoms is the vehicle experiencing? Is it running but poorly? Is it not running at all? Is it trying to start but not starting? Is it sputtering? Like, the fuel line needs to be flushed. Oh yeah, I called my cousin in Texas, and he said one time he saw a thing, and probably what he thinks it is. Yeah, no. No, thanks. Infiniti i30, one of the best deals you'll see online. New starter, nice starter car or daily driver. Everything works, no service lights. 153 on it, jeez. Atlanta, which section of Atlanta? Alright, so we're down in the South Cobb district, you know. Paint 7 out of 10, interior 8 out of 10. Yeah, I think that we're probably, I absolutely, all the alloys are still on it. Yeah, I think this is actually honestly a decent deal. What do you want, 28? 29? Psh, hell. Take it. Tundra, rebuilt title. Not that that really matters, but it's a quad cab. Hell. Oh, 105? Does that really only have 105,000 miles on it? And this was posted when? 3 days ago? You know, greatest generation mismatched tires. You know what? There's a lot of shit you can forgive for a greatest generation Tundra with 105 on it. That's what I call these, the greatest generation. Like those like old World War II vets or whatever they are who are like 97, who are like, they're pre-boomers, they're the greatest generation. That's what these are. This is the greatest generation. No major damage. Is this, and hold on, let me see this odometer. Odometer 99,000. Holy shit. You're talking of this generation Tundra with less than 100 on it, or about 100? Oh, man. I don't care if it's a quad cab, and the paint's even good on it. It's honestly not in bad shape. You're in Douglasville? 7,200 bucks. Jeez. I really hate that stupid double cab. Rebuilt title does not scare me. Double cab does. They are just too ugly. Did I miss my spot? What happened? Did I hit the back button too many times? What happened? Oh, man. It's 9/11. I need to get going. I need to start my day. Dodge 4x4 in Ringgold. 318, 85,000 original. Sure. We got what is that, a pack of Newports? You know, that's actually not a bad sign. Newports are kind of expensive. Holy shit. That's actually, believe it or not, that's a 6-digit odometer. I will be damned. It still doesn't look like an 83,000 mile rig. But I mean, I suppose it could be. Dodge Magnum. Jeez. Ice cold air, very little rust. Don't ask if it's still available. How much is it? 4,200 bucks and it runs? Does he say it runs? Dependable work or farm truck? That's a little bit scary. I don't know. You know, I think that is worth what he's asking. 2000 Honda Civic getting rare. Headers and straight pipes. Second gear grinds. Is he going to tell me it's not too noisy? Is he going to tell me the sound is tasteful? Dodge Ram, 3,500 bucks or 3,500 number series in Jonesboro. Inline 6-cylinder speed, turbo diesel, automatic. I'm kind of giving up. I honestly need to go clean up and leave the house. I gotta be somewhere. I would rather not. But 281 on this. Transmission rebuilded 2 years ago. 6 new tires and 4 brake pads. The transmission was rebuilt 2 years ago. God, this Craigslist keep fucking up. Come on. Alright, well I guess the Craigslist is telling me it's time to go. Time to complete the stream. It is 9:14. I really do not have time to be fucking around. But I'm gonna do it anyways. Toyota Camry LE, Tacoma SR5. Trailhawk 05 DeVille. This is cheap. Great on gas. Alright, that's the end of stream. Complete stream.